Yeah, so back after a short stint of being sick, but I have quite a few things I want to go over that I've seen on YouTube already. So let's get to it like you should get to hitting the subscribe button. Yeah, so I'm back. It's Magister Wilbur here, and I have been sick for a few days now and haven't really been responding or posting anything, um, being laid up in bed. And I've seen a lot of bigger YouTubers talking about the things I want to talk about. And mainly, I want to talk about not just retro game, just game collecting in general. And I'm going to say this right now because I have no interest in spending the money. Is I'm not a game collector. I will pick up a game at a reasonable price if I see it. And my problem with retro gaming is the price, and not because of supply and demand. I taught economics for a long time, and I understand that, as games get older, they're harder to find. And during the pandemic, many people wanted to play the games they used to play, so that raised the price because there was more demand and it was already a scarce product. Well, my problem with pricing right now is the idea of speculation. This idea that, if we this is an investment, and if we hold on to it, it'll only go up in price, which means it's creating more scarcity and it's harder to find. And I'm just not someone who wants to go out there and start looking around, driving around, spending, hours on end looking for specific games. I don't really have specific games I'm looking for. I'm just looking for fun games to play. And if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments because if I do see them, I'll pick them up. And the best example is this. I made a video a long time ago about how I got a SNES. And it was in a box in a very much a Goodwill store, a thrift store, and it was for $11 and it had a bunch of games. And they're like, we don't know if it works. Like for $11, yeah, I'll pick it up. And so yeah, that's really why I don't say I'm a video game collector. I've seen prices skyrocket. I used to work at a Blockbuster, and if you don't know what that is, children, you used to rent something called videos. That would be all the things you stream. And they also rented video game consoles and video games. And as soon as a game was through its original life cycle, they would just sell them. And they would sell them cheap. I really wish I had more systems back then because, wow, they were really, really cheap. Even with inflation, it's insane comparatively with the prices. But, I didn't. And I just watched a video from another creator where he's about my age and he said the exact same thing. You could go anywhere and find video games. The library used to have video games in my area, and they would sell them off when they not be rented long enough. So that's a little disheartening. What's happening? But when it comes to price, my problem really is the speculation. Um, the WADA. I haven't dealt with them. I don't look for graded games. I don't see the point. If it's something to be played, I play it. Like all the Pokemon stuff behind me. Yeah, I posted on my Pokemon Instagram account, but my nieces and nephews just come and take all the good cards. It's fun. It's really fun. Like what I'm collecting is my old set, and that's it. Um, if any kids wanted it, they could come get it. But I'm not really a collector in that sense because there is no emotional attachment to really any of these new cards. They look cool, but no actual attachment. So yeah, it's just the pricing's gotten ridiculous. Even for something like 3DS games, like wow, it's really hard, at least in my area, to find a decent deal. That's why I have so few. I have found barely any DS games. Like these are not retro consoles. So I'm not really into that. And with a clear indication that prices are going up in new games, I know Nintendo's just gone with the $70. Xbox and PlayStation are going with the $70. Um, yeah, I'll buy those used and hopefully find a good deal. I know that's a little tough for the Switch. Their prices hold steady. I'm actually very impressed, like how Nintendo has held their prices so steady. We must be fools. We must be fools. So I don't really collect games. The only system I really buy for games is Xbox One because games are dirt cheap. They're ridiculously cheap, and I'll pick up the physical copies. I will always pick up a physical copy if I can. It's just I really do not trust the gaming companies. In this past year, just all these games going offline. Yeah, I just don't trust them with the PlayStation Network going offline. Nintendo notoriously dropping Virtual Console and eShop access. I don't want to keep buying the same game over and over again, so I will pick up the physical copy if I can. But I'm not actively looking for any games whatsoever. I'm also like debating. Like this is where my debate comes in. Like, do I really want all these games around me? They take up quite a bit of space, and what's holding me back is that there is no proof that digital is going to be as effective as having, you know, the physical copy. Even though I know that most physical copies are kind of just a way an installer to make you download, and yeah, it worries me. So yeah, that's my problem with retro gaming is just all the speculation. I, Phoenix Resale is someone I watch all the time, and he used to get his games graded so he can sell them at a higher price. And frankly, I understand the principle. Like if you're not gonna open it and play it, like if it's actually sealed already and it's really old, you're probably not gonna open it and play it. So I understand the grading part of that. I don't understand how they grade. I don't know who these people really are. I don't really know who the card people are. So yeah, I'm not really into that speculatory, investment, which is just investment. It's basic investments. It's all speculation, and usually there is a drop. There is a huge drop. Look at cryptocurrency, huge drop recently. So yeah, I've said so a lot. But that's my basic video, just to get back in it. I'm hoping to have a much larger video with the next one. I'm still a little under the weather, if you can tell by my voice. But if you have any comments on your thoughts about retro gaming, please put them in there. If you thought this was just clickbait, I literally thought, hey, I might still do it. I haven't made the thumbnail for this yet. I'm debating it that I'm a master clickbaiter because there's a bunch of problems with retro gaming in 2023 videos, and RGT85 has already addressed it, and he had a clickbait on his. So I think it would be a nice like little added bonus right there. Just like if you watch a bunch of YouTubers and you stumble upon mine, it would be a little bit funny. But I haven't thought about that yet, and I can't wait to think about it as I make the thumbnail for this. But thanks for watching towards the end. You're an amazing person. We love you.